Sergeant Preston of the Northwest Mounted Police with Yukon King, swiftest and strongest lead dog breaking the trail in the relentless pursuit of lawbreakers in the wild days of the Yukon. Back to the days of the gold rush as Sergeant Preston with his wonder dog Yukon King meets the challenge of the Yukon. This is the Yukon, the territory patrolled by Sergeant Preston, where during the long, bitter winter, the men of the Northwest Mounted Police fought an unceasing battle against raging nature and the violence of human nature. Fort Reliance, 60 miles north of Dawson, a routine stop on Sergeant Preston's regular patrol. Sergeant Preston had the respect and admiration of most of the citizens of the area, but there were a few who hated him and what he represented, and even some who had his murder in their hearts.
Down, everybody, down.
Practice, they say, makes perfect, huh, Monsieur Stack?
I hired you for this job because you're supposed to be the best marksman in this part of the Yukon. You're not supposed to need practice, Pierre.
You will get your money's worth. I don't believe in wasting either money or ammunition. I will use only one bullet when the time comes.
Just make sure you use it to kill.
But of course. I have never seen one man hate another as you do him.
Why not? I spent 10 years in prison because of him. 10 years! Walking up and down in that cell day after day, caged like an animal. And every second of it planning my revenge. That day in court when they sentenced me, I told him, Preston, you'll pay if it's the last thing I do. I'll make you pay for this. Now, at last, I'm going to make that threat come good. But no one will ever know it's my doing.
Anything special bring you to Fort Reliance?
No, Constable Duggins, just the regular routine reports to be filled out.
Standing there, smiling and smug, so sure of himself. Well, he won't be smug and smiling much longer, will he, Pierre?
It's up to you, Monsieur Stack. You just say when, and it will be done.
Oh, no, it isn't going to be that easy for him. Do you remember what I told you? When you want to punish a man, when you want to make him suffer, you take first from him the thing he loves the most.
King?
Yes, that dog of his. The thing he loves the most. Here, you know what to do.
Oh, mais oui.
There's enough poison in that to kill 10 dogs like King. Just make sure you don't spare any of it.
You should call up Pierre. He's a friend bearing gifts. Now, is that a way to welcome someone who brings you a fine treat? See? I brought you a delicious snack. The best kind of steak. And so well spiced. Very well, if you will not be my friend, but you will certainly not refuse such a wonderful meal. No matter how clever you are, you're still only a dog. Have a nice meal.
What took you so long?
You've waited 10 years. What's a few minutes more?
None of your lip. I want direct answers.
First, I had to make sure Preston and Constable Duggan were not in the cabin. They would have been suspicious when the other dog started barking.
Did the dog eat the meat?
How could an animal refuse such a meal? And now tonight, monsieur, you will sleep the good sleep?
Not until the next and final step. Not until Preston's dead.
It's from Constable Brody at Cudahy, emergency.
What happened?
Snowslide. The station was half wrecked. He managed to salvage his telegraph equipment. Here's a list of supplies he'll need. Says he can hold out for a couple of days in a pinch.
Well, I'd rather he didn't feel the pinch if it can be helped. I'll hitch up the team immediately.
I'll help you.
Good. Then have that list of supplies filled out at the store.
Yes, sir.
good morning, King. How are you this morning, huh? Hey, what's the matter? What's wrong, fella? He's trying to tell me something. What's the matter, boy? Is this what you're trying to show me, fella?
Someone must have tossed that in here during the night. I wonder why.
This meat's been poisoned.
Poison?
Yes. Has the bitter odor of almonds, distinct characteristic of cyanide.
King seems fine. Lucky thing you weren't hungry, boy.
Not a case of luck, Constable. King's been trained not to accept food from anyone but me. I'll get the team ready. Order the food and supplies from the store. I don't want to keep Brody waiting.
Well, what about the poisoned meat? Aren't you going to investigate?
I'll wait till I get back from Cudahy.
Sergeant, do you think it might have been a crank?
Maybe. Why single out King? Unless the poisoner is a personal enemy of mine, or of King's.
Is there anyone you suspect, Sergeant?
No. But obviously, it's someone that dislikes King, or dislikes me enough to kill the thing I love the most. Come in.
I received your message. Is something wrong?
Something's right.
Pardon?
I was at the general store and I overheard the constable say that Preston had to make an emergency trip to Cudahy. He'll be leaving in less than an hour, and so will you.
Then you are not going to wait even though his dog is dead? I thought you wished him to grieve over his loss.
This chance is too good to miss. You know the trail to take. You know your way around this area.
Like a timber wolf, out on the trail, the advantage is mine.
And this time his precious dog won't be around to help him. So there'll be no excuses, no slip-ups.
Don't worry, my friend. You will get your money's worth. And speaking of money...
After he's dead.
I would feel happier, monsieur, if I had some of it in my hands now.
When the job's finished.
There was no harm in asking, huh?
What are you trying to pull?
I do not understand.
Look!
The dog. He's alive.
Come on, explain. Explain before I choke the life out of you.
I cannot explain.
You told me you fed him that poisoned meat.
I did. I swear I did.
Then why is he still alive? There was enough poison there to kill 10 dogs like King.
I know. I cannot explain.
You saw him eat the meat?
No.
What?
I threw it in the run and then I left.
But I told you to make sure, didn't I?
I did not want to be there when Preston and Constable Duggan returned from town. I thought the dog would eat it after I had gone.
And obviously he didn't.
I do not know why. I threw the meat to him, I swear on my life.
If I didn't need you, I'd kill you right here and now.
That dog, he is gifted with unusual powers.
Punk, a dog's a dog.
But how did he know?
I don't know. But now you've got the big job ahead of you. The job on Preston. Now get going. This time, no mistakes. Shoot to kill.
Sergeant Preston and King bade farewell to Constable Duggan and left Fort Reliance by the trail leading north. With the extra weight of the supplies on the sled, Sergeant Preston made slow progress. Gathering storm clouds made Preston particularly anxious to make good time. Due to the oncoming storm, Preston planned to camp temporarily at a way cabin in Drum Pass, the very spot where Pierre lay in wait for his intended victim.
on, King. I want to make the cabin before the storm breaks.
What's the matter, fella? Huh? What's wrong? See something up there? Don't see anything. Everything looks as it should be.
Come on, let's be on our way, huh?
The great dog King tried desperately to break from harness to pursue his master's assailant. King knew that Preston was still alive. Sergeant Preston lay unconscious and helpless in the bleak pass. By instinct, his well-trained team huddled around him to protect him from the cold. Sensing the importance of every passing minute, the great dog called on all his speed and stamina to reach the police outpost at Fort Reliance, 6 miles away, as quickly as possible.
King. Where's Sergeant Preston? Something's wrong, that's it, eh? Is the sergeant in trouble? You want me to follow you? Just a minute, I'll hitch up the team.
To Carl Stack, time was also an important factor. He waited tensely for news of Pierre La Fitte's deadly mission.
I thought you'd be back hours ago.
I came back the long way around to avoid suspicion. You worry too much, my friend.
What about Preston?
For him, my friend, it is all over.
Preston's dead. Oh, how I dreamed about this.
So, tonight, monsieur, you will sleep the good sleep without dreams, huh?
Yeah, the good sleep for me. The final sleep for Preston.
Sergeant,
Constable.
you got a nasty wound there. Have to get you to a doctor quickly. King, I think he'll be all right, thanks to you and the other dogs. I'll take him in my sled. King, you take the other team into town. Follow us, King.
For your information, Sergeant, that slug was lodged in the deltoid muscle. Just missed a vital spot by a fraction.
Which means I'm a very lucky man, eh?
Had the nerve been severed, your arm would be paralyzed, so consider yourself very lucky indeed.
I do, Doctor. For more reasons than one. I understand I was unconscious for a time.
Yeah. That was due more to shock than the wound. Lucky you weren't able to move around, or the loss of blood could have been serious. Now I want you to remain here and rest for at least 36 hours.
And you're the doctor.
All right.
Too bad you didn't see who fired the shot.
I looked. No one was in sight.
First the attempt on King's life, then yours. Why? Who? It couldn't have been for gain.
Well, my theory is there's a personal motive behind all of this. Revenge.
But who?
That's what I intend to find out as soon as I'm up and around. What about the relief to Constable Brody at Cudahy?
I've taken care of that, Sergeant. Spoke to a freighter heading north. He'll deliver the supplies to Brody.
Good.
This is the slug I extracted from his shoulder. Evil-looking thing, isn't it?
Just a minute, Doctor. I haven't seen one of these in a long time.
What is it, Constable? Oh, a steel jacket bullet.
Rare around here, since they've been declared illegal, even for hunting.
Well, at least we have one clue to the man who tried to kill me.
I have another urgent call to make, so I'll leave the police work to you men of the law.
Thanks, Doctor.
Happy to be of service, Sergeant. See you, Duggan.
Thank you, Doctor.
Steel jacket bullet.
They haven't been sold in this area for over a year now. Sergeant, while you're recovering, I'm going to go and check on this special type of slug.
Come here, King. I know, fella. I'm just as anxious to get back into action as you are.
Well, Monsieur Stack, this is an unexpected visit. I was just counting the money again. Not that I don't trust you, my friend.
I just heard something that upsets me.
Pardon?
I just heard there's a living ghost in town.
A living ghost?
Preston.
No!
He's alive.
No, no!
I just heard it in the hotel lobby. He was brought back to town by Constable Duggan the other day.
It is not possible. I saw him lying dead in the snow.
Not dead, just wounded. You didn't even bother to make sure, did you?
But I was sure, even if I only wounded him with no one to help him, he would freeze to death.
I spent 10 years behind bars planning his death, and you let him escape with his life. Just a wound. Freeze to death, huh?
Your money. I'll give it back.
What good is money to me now? I want Preston dead.
You are so blind in your hatred, you cannot see the danger to both of us now.
What?
Preston is a mounted policeman. He will never stop until he finds us.
You've been paid to kill him, and that's what you're going to do.
All right, but at least wait for things to calm down. We must leave here, go across the border for a while, and then return when he is not expecting any more trouble. Don't you see that?
Yes, Pierre, you're right. Now I see what must be done. I see it very clearly.
After resting the prescribed 36 hours, Sergeant Preston eagerly returned to active duty. The doctor had advised him to carry his arm in a sling, although Preston insisted he felt fine and didn't need it.
Sergeant?
Oh. Any information on that slug yet?
Yes. I got back from Little Creek as fast as I could. The owner of the general store up there recalls selling a supply of steel jacket bullets to a trapper named La Fitte last year. Of course, he sold them to other trappers before they were prohibited.
Well, what makes La Fitte so significant then?
Well, La Fitte has a cabin just outside of town, and he's the best marksman in that area. Also, 6 months ago, he was arrested on suspicion of murder. We couldn't make the charge stick, though.
Ah, a marksman, suspicion of murder. Makes him a likely suspect, all right.
I'll be back as soon as I locate La Fitte.
Oh, wait a minute. King and I'll go with you.
But, Sergeant, what about your arm? The doctor said to take it easy.
I still have one in good working order. And according to my arithmetic, 3 arms are better than 2. Here, help me with my coat.
Yes, sir.
Constable Duggan searched the town for Pierre La Fitte, while Sergeant Preston went to the trapper's cabin on the outskirts of Fort Reliance. He approached the cabin cautiously, expecting trouble of any sort, and ready for it.
Ah, apparently La Fitte left here in a hurry. Hasn't been gone long either.
There's no sign of La Fitte in town. He was last seen heading this way.
Well, he's been here and gone, for good. He hasn't been gone long, though. That stove is still warm.
I got some information down at the hotel about La Fitte. He's been paying frequent visits to a guest who signed in there last week. The guest's name is new to me. It's Carl Stack.
Stack?
Do you know him?
Yes, a long time ago. I arrested him for armed robbery. He got 10 years.
Then you were right. I mean about your revenge theory.
I remember the day he was sentenced. He was like a wild man. Turned and screamed at me from across the courtroom. Said he'd get even with me if it was the last thing he ever did.
And when he was released, he hired La Fitte to kill you. I just checked the hotel. Stack has left with all his luggage.
Well, King will find La Fitte, and La Fitte will take us to Stack. Come here, King. This is the man we're after, boy. Track him. Track him, King.
Why are you going that way?
Shortcut?
That is impossible. That would be suicide.
Be worth a chance, because if Preston never found you, you'd talk, wouldn't you?
No.
Oh, yes, you would, to save your own hide. And you'd tell them all about me.
No, I wouldn't.
You're right, you wouldn't. Because I'm going to make sure that you don't.
Oh!
Led by King, Sergeant Preston and Constable Duggan arrived at the scene of the latest crime.
And the snow softened his fall. He'll live. I believe I know who did it.
Stack?
Right.
I checked the tracks up where we left our sleds and teams on the bluff. They're still fresh and heading north.
I'll help you get Pierre into your sled. Take him back to Fort Reliance, will you?
You gonna go on alone?
Yes, King and I have a personal interest in bringing Stack back alone.
Carl Stack trudged on towards Cudahy, unaware that he was being followed. Sergeant Preston followed Stack's trail. Spurred on by the quick pace set by King, the team gradually closed the gap between hunter and hunted. As the sound of Preston's dogs was carried to him on a following wind, Stack frantically redoubled his efforts to escape.
Down, boys.
Anticipating the direction Stack would take, Sergeant Preston took a shortcut to get ahead of Stack.
Stop in the name of the Crown. Put your hands over your head, Stack. Up, I said. Let him up, King, let him up. Get on your feet. Keep him under guard, King. On your feet. Turn around, face the tree. Put your hands behind you. You're under arrest, Stack, for attempted murder. Mine and Pierre La Fitte's.
Attempted murder? Pierre?
That's right. He'll live to testify against you. Yes, King. I'm as relieved as you are that this case is closed.